What is good, Carti people, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Bobbalam sneaking into the studio with Carti, Uzi, and Pierre and taking a selfie in order to prove that I deserve some writing credits on their upcoming track together. By the way, that actually goes down a lot in the studio. Uzi spits a quick yeah ad-lib at the very end that you can barely even hear on the track, and the Pizza Hut delivery kid in the corner, aka Young Hurricapper, sues for songwriting royalties. But anyway, as I was saying, this Uzi Carti Pierre track is actually a possibility, although not fully confirmed, for we received some clues from all three of them on social media that could allude to another rare collab from the three legendary artists. Hopefully Pierre raps on the song too, but I highly doubt it. We might even have proof of the song title too, so make sure to watch till the very end of the video. But before we get into all the details, Bob Gang feature comment of the video is from AlexB63, who said, "Bruh, the load time for Carti's album is longer than loading into GTA Online. For real, Carti's screen must be frozen since he still plays on the PS1 playing Crash Bandicoot. I heard he also has the original iPhone 2 supposedly, and that's why all of his IG pics are the quality of a disposable camera." But back to the topic, Playboi Carti, Lil Uzi Vert, and Pierre Bourne possibly having a track together. Let's talk about it. Okay, so as I briefly mentioned in the intro, it is a pretty rare occurrence for the holy trinity of super producer Pierre Bourne and legendary rap duo Lil Uzi and Playboi Carti to all collab on one track, or at least on an official release. For currently, we actually have only one of such type on all streaming platforms, titled Woke Up Like This, that released before the zombie apocalypse started in 2017, included on Playboi Carti's self-titled mixtape. As for more recent collabs between the three artists, we have retrieved, and I say retrieved because they were not purposely given to us, a few leaked tracks, including the likes of the long lost 1629 Tease project that was supposed to be an entire collab tape from Uzi and Carti consisting of songs Break the Bank, Throw It Up, and Big Bank. But ever since these songs leaked, we haven't heard any news as to if Uzi, Carti, and Pierre would all work together again, and for that matter, if Carti and Uzi specifically would ever rap on the same track ever again after Shoota on Die Lit in 2018. Nonetheless, Pierre has produced for many records separately with the two rappers on their own respective projects, or well, I guess Uzi's projects, because Carti was lost in the Sahara Desert long ago to never be seen in person ever again. Legend says his son Gilbert is really just a reincarnation or clone of him, just as Carti was the reincarnation of Tupac. But as I was saying, more specifically, Pierre produced multiple tracks on Lil Uzi Vert vs. the World 2, aka Eternal Take Deluxe, such as Bean, Yasirski, Money Spread, and What's Up, while also producing more than half of Carti's Die Lit album among countless leaked tracks throughout the years, and of course pretty much all of his self-titled tape. However, it's looking more and more possible that this infrequent occurrence may happen again, and that recently Lil Uzi Vert posted a picture on Instagram that could be the last piece of the puzzle that we have been looking for, hinting at a collab with all three of them. For on June 20th, 2020, 2 days ago, Uzi posted a picture in a dark room with a red tint. Now, it's not uncommon to find recording studios with color changing lights which you can adjust to fit whatever mood you're in music wise, but what you may have gathered is that red is obviously Carti's synonymous color due to his upcoming, or supposedly upcoming, album Whole Lotta Red, and Uzi's pic is not so different from one of Carti's most recent pictures on Instagram captioned "You and Meh," wherein he is also in the studio with a red tint. With that being said though, still it's a pretty far off hypothesis that Uzi and Carti were in the studio together just because of some red lights. However, if we look closely into Uzi's picture again on the right, you can see what looks like to be someone's arm or sleeve with a very distinct font and or brand. So the search continues to find a picture online consisting of a red tinted dark studio room with a person wearing such a brand or font on their shirt. Fortunately, we didn't have to look too far though, for lo and behold, we discovered that none other than Pierre Bourne actually posted a very similar picture on his Instagram story a few months ago, in which we can see him wearing a very similar font or brand on the front of his shirt or hoodie that could very well have the writing from Uzi's picture on the sleeve. Not to mention the red tinted room, as well as him likely slumped over, sitting or lying down in the studio, not unlike Uzi in his picture. Thus, I'm thinking Pierre and Uzi could have been in the studio together during these two separate photographs. By the way, Pierre Bourne posted his picture on his Instagram story way back on March 23rd, 2020, when Carti and Pierre allegedly only had to hit the studio one more time to finish Whole Lotta Red. That was all probably a fucking lie, but who cares? We're not worrying about release dates in this video. But that's not the only coincidence. For only a few short days before that picture that Pierre posted on Instagram, on March 18th this year, 2020, yet another picture surfaced of Carti taking a selfie in the studio with Pierre. And if you notice, it's the exact same shirt as Pierre was wearing in his Instagram story, in addition to the fact that he's wearing a hat. So it's seeming as though Carti's picture, Pierre's picture, and Uzi's picture were all taken on the same night in the studio, due to Pierre being the common denominator between Uzi and Carti's red tinted pictures. Nevertheless, we don't know this for sure, given only Pierre and Carti were explicitly seen in the studio together, whereas we are just inferring Uzi tagged along due to a theory that Pierre was next to Uzi in his picture. But either way, we do in fact have proof that Carti and Uzi were in the studio together on a separate occasion, allegedly in Philly, as we already covered in a prior video, so it wouldn't be far-fetched for all three artists to be recording together. And lastly, to intermingle all of the bits of information we have regarding Pierre, Uzi, and Carti, if you recall in a video I uploaded weeks or even months ago, I don't remember, the Uzi and Carti detective somehow dug up an unreleased song being published through ASCAP and BMI, therefore has a high chance of releasing, called Again, and features not only Lil Uzi Vert as the primary performer currently, but Playboi Carti, aka Jordan Terrell Carter, as a writer, as well as Jordan Timothy Jenks, better known as Pierre Bourne, all on the same track. Therefore, the unreleased song Again could be the song we have all been searching for, with the holy trinity Lil Uzi, Carti, and Pierre to bless our souls to the oblivion and finally cure corona for all. So with that, it's your boy Bobbalam signing off, wearing red eye contacts until Again drops officially, so I can fully appreciate the red studio lights they all recorded in. Let me know in the comments if you think Uzi, Carti, and Pierre are all dropping a collab this year or soon. Make sure to like and subscribe while you're at it for the latest hip-hop news and analysis videos, as well as to follow me on all my socials in the description if you with it. Peace out, cutty people. Know what I'm saying?